From a $2 jersey, all the way up to a $20 million jersey, and every other price in between, NBA players wear jerseys worth all different prices, starting with Giannis. Here in Nigeria, Giannis was just roaming around until he saw his jersey being sold.
I want to go buy it.
Once he got his hands on this black, green, white, blue, and creamy statement edition jersey, he started negotiating for it.
I was basically bargaining.
No, I want this one.
I know it was $2, and I told him, okay, I give you $3 for two. He was like, no.
Oh my, Giannis really couldn't even get a discount on his own jersey? That's crazy. Because it only cost a couple bucks, and there's jerseys worth hundreds, thousands, even millions of dollars in this video, another NBA legend easily got a more expensive jersey just to troll a celebrity.
First for my son, not to me.
For sure.
Well, it's for my son, despite the joke.
It's good.
This is for me.
For your son.
But are you
My
sure?
chest.
I mean,
That's enough. Cut it off.
Kevin's a fool for acting like that kid's size jersey wasn't perfect for his size. But because an extra small Heat jersey is something anyone could buy for just $25, LeBron's jersey was easily more expensive when he switched sports. Now, I ain't talking about the soccer jersey he wore to Riz Up Girls, or the baseball jersey he wore after losing a bet. Cause while LeBron was sidelined next to everybody in Laker uniforms, this man was wearing a jersey I'd never even seen before. Red, white, and dark blue, this jersey is from the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey team, and LeBron's was completely customized, with their throwback logo of an old school cannon from Who the Puck Knows When, and LeBron's name and number. He wore it all over TV, so the Blue Jackets themselves were glazing on his post of the fit, all cause LeBron was repping their jersey that cost $229. But Nikola Jokic's jersey became more expensive, all cause he got disrespected by LeBron and Kevin Durant. At the 2022 draft, these two were captains picking their squad, until eventually, Jokic was one of the last starters picked, which, with how great dude was at the time, was a completely disrespectful decision. So Jokic was on a mission. During the game and in his jersey, he was cashing threes, of course getting easy putback layups. Then he turned into Tom Brady with full court passes, and even got assist after assist passing to Steph, who broke the record for most threes made in any All-Star game. All of that put Jokic just a few stats short of a triple-double while wearing one of the most unique jerseys in NBA history. So once the light blue and silver jersey went to auction, since it had the NBA's top 75 diamond logo on it, Jokic's signature and his nickname the Joker written inside his number, someone bought it for $429. But another player's jersey cost way more after it came out of a movie?
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Of course Adam Sandler would say something funny like that, man. In Uncut Gems, he was a jeweler obsessed with sports betting, and not only was NBA legend Kevin Garnett in the movie Non-Stop, Adam was always placing bets on him. It not only shows Garnett going off during a Game 7 in his white and green Celtics jersey, Garnett kept it on during an exclusive post-game interview that was filmed just for the movie. And even though it was the same jersey he wore during his NBA career, the movie became so popular that the jersey eventually sold for $2,000. But a more expensive NBA jersey was something YouTubers competed for.
Oh, no! It's beautiful!
Jesser and his boy were doing basketball challenges, trying to win thousands on thousands of dollars worth of NBA gear. But none of the items compared to the most expensive Steph Curry jersey that they were about to go for. Jesser's boy went first to see who could complete the layup, free throw, three-point half-court challenge the quickest. And after he hit the final shot in 2 minutes 12 seconds, Jesser not only kept bricking his shots until he eventually ran out of time,
I lost!
he choked his opportunity at getting this.
No! It's beautiful! It's a signed light-up jersey. That is the coolest item I've ever seen in my life.
This signed Steph Curry jersey came in a framed case with LEDs that glow, 2 expensive Steph cards in the frame, and it even has pics of when he wore it in a game. This jersey was black and yellow with a flower on it called the Empowered Edition, which was made to honor strong women in the Bay Area. And this jersey wasn't just in commercials or became part of the Warriors' core. Since Steph wore this exact jersey when he completely went off, that's why it was worth $5,000. But listen, those guys are not the only YouTubers that had something to do with expensive NBA jerseys. Cause leveling up in price, Damian Lillard's jersey only became more valuable. All cause of Mr. Beast? Now, alright, of course this involved a moment where Mr. Beast was trying to give away some money, man. $100,000 in cash was at stake, while Dame awkwardly stood there in his sexy light blue All-Star jersey. And when Mr. Beast pulled a random out of the crowd to compete against him, all this kid had to do was make one shot from here before Dame could make 3, and he'd win all the money. Now, just looking at this ugly dude, I thought he was gonna go home with none. But as the competition got started, and Dame quickly hit 2 of the shots while the other dude couldn't even hit the rim. With time winding down, Lillard started looking like he was barely trying, so eventually at the buzzer, the kid hit this?
Keep going.
Oh my god, I could not believe it. Dude was swimming in cash. And since that made the whole event damn near become more viral than the All-Star game itself, which Lillard played in too, where he also wore the same uniform, his jersey with a star and the Golden Gate Bridge inside, red, white, and blue stripes on the side, was eventually sold for $7,600. But a jersey at that price is still cheaper than an NBA player's jersey that a rapper lied about.
Oh man, I'm sweating. I'm in a $19,000 jersey.
Wait, how much?
I'm in a $19,000 jersey. This is a Kawhi Leonard special edition. He wore this in the finals.
Oh my god, alright. Boss man dumbass tried flexing his Kawhi Leonard Clippers jersey then, and especially when he wore it while filming a music video. Only problem was, he lied about where the jersey even came from. Kawhi's only wore that jersey while going off during regular season games. So because the only times Kawhi's actually been to the finals, he wore jerseys with the Spurs, with the Raptors. Fans started clowning Boss Man in the comments, saying things like, yeah, the Clippers never been in the finals, man. And hey, Mr. Finesse, I'm afraid you just been finessed, cause he really got scammed for a jersey nowhere near $19,000. But Victor Wembanyama's jersey cost a $73,000 lawsuit. That only happened because Wemby made his City Edition jersey go viral many times. Not only was it in commercials, Wemby wore it during a game where he was dunking, blocking, three-in, and lighting it up all over the floor. Wemby had his jersey on while he led his squad to a win and became the first player in NBA history with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 200 threes in their first 100 games. But even though that jersey helped him get into the record books, when Wemby saw one of his biggest fans with a sign asking to swap jerseys, he just gave it away. The moment obviously was gonna go mega viral, and it seemed like a wholesome moment that would be cherished forever. Until a few weeks later, a Twitter account showed the jersey was secretly being sold. Wemby was tearing up over this. Literally, he quoted the tweet with a sad face. So not only did this have everyone talking about it and clowning the kid's dad who wanted to sell it, eventually they couldn't take the criticism, and news broke that the auction house was being sued for the sale because the family who initially wanted to sell it decided to stop. Now, it didn't matter though. Eventually the court refused to block the sale of the jersey, claiming the situation was just seller's remorse, and the jersey ended up selling for over $73,000. Damn. But as dumb as that situation was, 2 of Jason Tatum's jerseys became worth even more because they helped him become an NBA champion.
We did it!
Tatum's first jersey came from Game 1 of the finals where he cooked the Mavericks in his whiteout Celtics jersey. Man's had it on all night as he made some insane shots like this, dropped an easy double-double, and helped carry his Celtics to a win. But his even more expensive jersey came from Game 2 where he blacked out. Kinda. Tatum and his squad came out in some blacked out jerseys. This time Tatum went off even more, making crazy play after crazy play, until this man was just 1 rebound away from a triple-double and won again. So after those jerseys helped his squad take a 2-0 lead, Tatum threw the original white one back on for good luck in the next game. Here's where he started hitting threes, throwing down crazy dunks, and even had his best offensive night of the series so far when he scored 31 points. Then after Tatum's squad ended up winning that game too, eventually winning the series and becoming champions, both of Tatum's jerseys during all of that were about to become expensive. The white Game 1 and Game 3 jersey with the gold finals logo on the back sold for $96,000, while the blacked out version with a matching logo from Game 2 sold for $108,000. But Ja Morant's jersey was so expensive, it had fans going to war. Well, kinda, because a jersey he wore during his rookie season was about to be something over 30 people wanted. Since Ja was making crazy plays, having crazy games, almost ending Kevin Love's career, and eventually won Rookie of the Year, all because of his baby blue jersey, that thing that he was wearing during his best rookie moments eventually got cut up and placed into an exclusive rookie card. The card had the NBA logo from Ja's jersey next to a picture of him in that actual jersey, and since it had writing letting everyone know it was a 1 of 1, fans had a bidding war over it where they went back and forth with 35 bids, until the jersey card ended up selling for $144,000. But that's it? Man, that's nothing compared to something that cost over triple that, aka Michael Jordan's secret jersey. What he did in that jersey inspired some of his most popular shoes. These Jordan 1s aren't just black, orange, and white with the Air Jordan logo on the side. They're named the Shattered Backboards and look like one of the most expensive jerseys that Jordan ever wore.
What?
Yeah, I never even knew Jordan wore colors like that, but here in Italy is where Jordan traveled to for an exhibition game and was part of an Italian squad in their two-tone black and orange jersey. Starting in warm-ups, Jordan was already showing the crowd some of his moves, and he wanted to give those Italians the best performance ever from someone wearing their home jersey. But his craziest play came when he took off from right past the free throw line and dunked it. Oh my god, man's completely shattered the backboard, sending glass shards all over his opponents, even injuring one. So all cause his play literally forced him to stop the game, the moment became so iconic that fans didn't just recreate his jersey in 2K. Jordan signed his with the date, and it must have never been washed or something, cause a fan eventually bought the sweat-stained jersey for $571,000. But alright, cause even though Luka Doncic's jersey is worth way more, dude really just gave it away to an NFL player. After news broke that Luka was traded to the Lakers, his debut was so hyped up that it seemed like Jesus was coming back or something. Camera crews followed Luka into the arena, shirts of his new jersey were hung over every seat, and some of the most famous celebrities were courtside. Ironically, Luka completely took over that game. So after helping lead the Lakers to a win while wearing his brand new purple and gold number 77 jersey, I mean, you would think this was a jersey that he'd cherish and, you know, maybe frame it or hang it in his own house like other hoopers do, but nah. He just jersey swapped with another LA athlete, Puka Nacua.
Doing great.
And after Luki and Pookie flicked up for a pick, Puka was of course asked about this jersey.
You got that Luka jersey off his back?
Ooh, hey, I can't say that out loud. I don't know. I don't want anybody coming up by my house, but find out where I live.
Right.
People have sent me some of the articles about saying where that Luka jersey is. It's like, oh, that's a good thing. My wardrobe's gone up, man.
Text me your address real quick.
And man, hearing that must have made sports collectors go crazy, because the jersey he was handed from Luka's debut is projected to be worth $1 million. And as crazy as that sounds, LeBron's even more expensive jersey came from before he ever even made the NBA. Because at just 17 years old, he wasn't just already being considered the best high school player of all time, he was invited to a photo shoot for an iconic magazine.
So this was the first time I shot LeBron, and these are the images here. This kind of a simple setup. I had him dunk the ball at least 40 times.
Sports Illustrated used LeBron for the cover where they mentioned him already being an NBA lottery pick, nicknamed him the Chosen One, then showed LeBron posing in his green and gold jersey, which was the same jersey he wore while creating highlights like this, or even this. So since that jersey helped him become the high school GOAT, LeBron's Chosen One magazine jersey became such a big deal that entire videos were made about it being sold, where one fan eventually bought it for $1.3 million. And that's not even the most expensive LeBron jersey of all time. That was the white Heat jersey he wore during the 2013 NBA Finals and helped carry him to eventually win a championship. But there is no fucking way I'm talking about another LeBron jersey again. People are gonna think I'm a glazer. Moral of the story, even though that jersey sold for $3.6 million, four of the most expensive jerseys in NBA history belong to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Cause 2008 was a year Kobe fans will never forget. From ridiculous games to becoming the youngest player ever with 20,000 points. While putting up crazy stats, Kobe carried the Lakers to the best record in the West and won his first and only MVP award of his entire career. Kobe accomplished all that while wearing his purple and gold 24 jersey. So eventually, it sold for $5.8 million. But Michael Jordan's even more expensive jersey set an NBA record. Jordan's squad came into Game 1 of the 1998 Finals in their blood red Bulls jerseys. Right from tip-off, Jordan got things started with a turnaround fadeaway, silenced the crowd by cashing a midi, then he of course hit all of his free throws. And after dominating all game to eventually drop 33 points, carrying his squad to the win, then continuing to dominate the rest of the series until he won his 6th championship. This was the last shot at Jordan's Bulls career in his last dance. So his finals jersey was placed into a protective case, made the news, then it eventually set a record at the time for being the most expensive game-worn sports item ever bought in an auction, when it sold for over $10 million. But the two most expensive jerseys of Michael Jordan and Kobe got bundled together. Jordan's came from 1984 when he made his preseason debut. And here's some pics of what his red and black Bulls jersey looked like, cause The only footage anywhere on the internet shows him crossing a white boy up to hit this and one midi and catching an alley-oop for an easy layup. But since that was just the first game of his career, and you can still see where the Bulls took the name and number off the red jersey from the previous player, the jersey was turned into a legendary commercial showing it being made, and even became an auction package deal with another expensive jersey of Kobe's. Here's his purple and gold Lakers jersey with his OG number 8. Kobe wore that during his preseason debut, where mans instantly got a standing ovation. Then the first time he touched the ball, he not only got this assist, his first bucket was a 3, he got a full court pass for his first career dunk, and hit a mid-range shot. And after all of that, I was honestly surprised when both his and Jordan's debut jerseys were being sold, and they got disrespected by Shaq.
Wow. How much you bet right now?
20,000.
Wait a minute, $20,000? The jerseys are worth 1,000 times that, you milk dud. They're the most expensive NBA jerseys ever, valued at $20 million. Now, obviously, I wouldn't spend that much, but I'd spend this much on chains like other NBA players did, man. And honestly, chains are way crazier than jerseys. Why the hell did you even watch this whole video? Click this one, man. What the puck are you doing? Click it.